In this video, I'm going to talk about what is the single best catalyst for spiking a stock in 2020. It's actually amazing and no one really dissects it. I'm going to dissect it for you. Hey, be sure to subscribe on my channel and click that little alert notification bell so you get alerted when I give you more of my wisdom. What's up, Tim Sykes, millionaire mentor and trader here, answering your questions, going over new trends, new patterns. It's a whole new year, so we got to be new. I'm wearing new charity merch. You can make fun of it a little bit because this is literally the first one, but this is for my charity project for Save the Reef. I'm going to post a link to our documentary. My team and I visited 7 countries or 6 countries over 7 months, visiting and just kind of learning about the coral reefs and our marine life, which are having some real troubles right now. So we made the documentary. We donated $90,000 so far to different charities working to save our marine life. And now we have merch. This is actually the first new merch from our fully sustainable line. We have recycled materials, plastic water bottles. Click the link below. I'm going to include a link to a documentary and the charity merch. Help us out, get involved. I don't just teach about the stock market because I want to teach you like what I wish someone had taught me in the beginning. I never had a teacher. I never had a mentor. So some people say, oh, Tim, don't talk about the earth. Don't talk about sustainability. Just talk about the stock market. But I say, no, if I could have chosen when I first started learning, like, what do I want to learn about? I would be a sponge. I would just learn about everything. So it's my job to teach you what I think is important for you to learn. Because if you get really rich and we have no oceans, we have no, wildlife, we have no environment, like I don't want to picture that kind of world. And I don't want to picture you trying to have fun and enjoy your earnings that you work so hard in that world for, right? Like I want you to have like a nice mansion on the beach or a penthouse overlooking the water and going surfing and, doing fun stuff. So now I want you to study, but at the same time, never forget about the planet, because unfortunately we've gotten to a point where we're using way too much stuff and it's really impacting the earth, as you'll see in the documentary. But getting to the task at hand, the number one catalyst that I see right now are short sellers. Frankly, there's too many of them. Click the link below. I'm also going to include the link to the complete penny stock course. This is by my student Jamil, and it talks a lot about these patterns. There's a lot of nuances, especially when you get into short selling. I know it can get confusing, so it's good to have a foundation. I'm also going to include a link just below to my trading challenge where me and my team actually mentor. Me and my top students, we give live webinars. You can see our screen. You see live trading. We do Q&A. You also have access to all the archive stuff. So I just want you to understand that I can't teach you everything in a short video like this. We can go over it, but if you click those links, you'll have a much more comprehensive understanding, and I beg you to, okay? Over prepare. 90% of traders lose due to lack of preparation. So over prepare, become obsessed, get ready to really get enough knowledge so that your knowledge can flow into your bank account. You actually have 2 accounts, your knowledge account and your trading account. Once you have enough knowledge, it flows into your trading account and you have an advantage, an edge on every trade. If you have no knowledge and just a trading account, you'll probably lose like most. So you got to start thinking about the market a little differently. And that's frankly how I know that this catalyst is so amazing right now. Because normally I look for like earnings winners or billionaire investors or, a stock that's been promoted or a hot sector. But none of that stuff is really spiking stocks as much as short sellers are. And I know that sounds weird because short sellers bet against stocks. They want lower prices. But because there's so many of them and they're crowding all in the same stocks that are up a lot, they're actually pushing the stocks up even more, because when a short seller has to exit their position, they buy to cover. And when they buy to cover, that pushes the stock up. Then you have momentum buyers like me buying stocks that are making new highs. We push it higher. So it creates what's known as a short squeeze. All the people betting against the stock are forced to buy to cover, and they get squeezed and they push the price up. So lately we've been seeing a lot of the stocks that previously went from like $1 to $3 or $1 to $4 a share over a few days. Now they're going 1 to 7, 1 to 10, 2 to 20. It's actually amazing, and I'm very grateful for the short sellers. You might see me on social media rip on them. I try to enrage them. I make them a little more emotional so that they short even more aggressively. Like a lot of people say, well, how do you know how many shorts are in a stock? Well, short data is usually a month old. It's not even accurate. Most of the short sellers just short stocks that are up over 2 or 3 days. So even month-old data, even if it was accurate, wouldn't really matter. The beautiful thing about short sellers is that they're so proud of betting against worthless companies. Like they take it as like they've been assigned this mission from like the Pope or something. It's like a religion to them. And so they talk about it openly. If you use Stocks to Trade, which you should, click the link below. I'm going to include a link for a special on Stocks to Trade. This is software that has all this different charting and scans, over 40 scans built in. But it also has one tool that you should be using every day called the social media search tool. You can search based on float and a whole bunch of other indicators. But using the Stocks to Trade social media search tool, you can basically see all the short sellers in a stock because the short sellers all talk about it so openly. Like how do you know if someone's a vegan? They'll tell you. How do you know if someone's a short seller? They'll tell all of social media. That's the beauty of this. And I don't want them to change, but I do like rile them up because, again, they think that they're on some religious mission sent by God to like punish the overextended stocks. And really, they're just using a flawed strategy that's too crowded. And because there's so many of them, they're pushing these stocks up even more. They've kind of created an unholy promotion. And I know that's just going to piss them off when they hear about it. But that's the reality of the situation. I've made millions of dollars short selling, but right now it's not a good strategy because it's too crowded and the risk reward is terrible. If you're shorting a stock that's gone from 1 to 3 and your whole goal is to cover at 2, you're trying to make $1 a share of downside. Unfortunately, because of how many shorts are there, these stocks can go from 1 to 7. So if you're shorting a stock at 3 and it can go from 3 to 7 same day, you're risking losing $4 a share with only potentially making $1 a share. That is terrible risk reward. On top of that, some people say, well, I'd cut losses quickly. You might not be able to. These short squeezes are happening inside of an hour. So let's say you have freaking a cheeseburger, right? And you only wanted a hamburger and they gave you cheese and you have problems with dairy and you're in the bathroom for 20 minutes. You might get squeezed while you're taking a number 2, right? You're going to lose maybe $3 or $4 a share while you're taking a number 2. That's going to be an expensive dump. I don't want you to get in that position, okay? Take pills for your dairy problem. Don't go to the bathroom. But also, don't get involved with short squeezes. Don't short sell first green day stocks. There is still good short selling opportunities if you're shorting like the first red day on like a pump and dump. That's worked more times than not. Again, click the links below. Read the book, The Complete Penny Stock Course. You'll understand these terms. I know to like a newbie who's watching this for the first time, they're like, what is he talking about? I just want to know good versus bad companies. Penny stocks are all bad companies, but bad companies can spike up a lot. I'm losing my voice. Click the links below. Study up, over-prepare, become obsessed. Don't be a short seller. If you are a short seller, short the proper patterns. Don't be lazy. Don't ignore my rules. Don't ignore my 6,000 freaking video lessons. Be better. If you're a long, enjoy the short squeezes because these idiots are the best promoters possible. Yes! Hi, I'm back. I got my drink of iced coffee. Sorry, I was losing my voice. But to wrap it up, short selling is still possible if you focus on shorting like pump and dumps and first red days. But a lot of these newbie shorts don't pay attention to the rule. They just get, frankly negative and cynical. And all these short sellers like group together like lepers in a colony. I don't want you focusing on anybody else's trades. And when a strategy is too crowded, frankly, it's dangerous as short selling is right now. So be careful. Click the links below. I actually, show them to you because I want you to study. It's useful. Don't under-prepare. 90% of traders lose due to lack of preparation. Don't make that mistake. Over-prepare. Be obsessed. Learn all the nuances and intricacies of this niche. You will do better over time.